So the market outlook for the 16th of July. Yesterday we actually managed to close below this gap. So now we got inversion fair value gap, which is a kind of a confluence for our bearish play, which is in my mind right now. I would like to see price go back to this range, kind of rebalance it. There's a lot of single prints in this range, so that's kind of our target if you're talking about TPO charts. So on the daily, basically inverted this one, which is kind of good. It's a sign of exhaustion, like after the all-time highs move. So it's kind of good that we see this if we want to see kind of a short-term bearish play on the daily, kind of, I don't know, kind of neutral. So yesterday we actually tried shorting. We went out break even just before it ran all the way down. This was the whole idea of the play. Wait for the retest of this huge 4-hour gap, which ended up happening, of course, and then we broke down. But for an actual bearish play, I wanted to see this low get completely ran through with momentum, not with this kind of disgusting movement, slow movement, like indecisive movement, no intent. So it was not a good move. Also, we had a monthly VWAP overlapping the gap, and it rejected, and this was the actual good short which happened. Also on the footprint chart, it was quite clean. So for today, I'm also kinda hopeful for some shorts. I want to see rejection of this 50% level of the gap, and I wanted to see this high get swept. And we are actually coming into a lot of liquidations, as I will show you in a little bit. But a lot of liquidations resting at these levels because people put their stops above this high because they went short here, which is a stupid ass move because people are fucking idiots. But still, so a lot of liquidations happening right now. Hopefully they get absorbed and we get a bearish play, because on the lower time frame we have a lot of these stops right here, a lot of these stops, trend lines. People are putting their stops below these lows. They're just clueless to the fact that they're gonna get stopped out, in my belief, right? So yeah, but for longer term like play, I would like this low to get like violently fucking invalidated, which would confirm my bias. Although I don't like to predict these longer term plays because I scalp on the tick charts, so it's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, that's it. We also have this order block overlapped with this gap, so it's kind of good. It's a good scenario to be very bearish in. So in terms of the TPOs, in terms of the extra charts part of the trade, part of the idea, basically yesterday we had a pretty nice distribution, pretty nice bell curve, I'd say. We left these two points of control like quite close to each other, which is quite good. We opened, as I can see, outside of yesterday's value, so if we entered in it and closed like with 3 TPOs, we could see a bearish play the 70%er. So that's quite good. That would be a bearish play, although I'd be like mindful of these points of control. I'd rather use them as a draw on liquidity as a target. Once we actually confirm a 70%er, it would be like, in my opinion, like a really good trade, a really fucking good trade. In terms of today's value, it's tight, it's whatever. The initial balance is quite wide, so be mindful of that. Other than that, there's not much to it. We could see a bounce of the points of control. We could see them getting invalidated and us heading lower, balancing out all of these single prints, which will be also like a longer term, I feel like a play. Today we are actually leaving single prints, which is not quite good for my idea because I wanted to see shorts, but okay, momentum is coming in, so that's always good. So that's basically it for the TPOs. So the last thing I wanted to mention was the second model of the CoinGlass liquidation heat map. This is one I use all the time. It's the best in my opinion. So basically, we are actually right now absorbing a lot of these orders. There was 12 million liquidations like around this area. We are still yet to come into the most concentrated area of these liquidations. So these are all of the liquidations above that 4-hour high. So those are people getting stopped out. Those are people that wanted to go short early and they're now getting punished for it. So this is kind of if these orders get absorbed, this is a good indication for our short play. And that's basically it for the whole outlook of the day.